Hey, what's up guys? How are you guys doing today? Hope everyone's having a great day as always. Well, as you guys can see, we have a lot of rodents over here at our facility, and I want to do a video for you guys showing you guys how we feed our collection. A lot of people always ask me, how do you get your snakes so big? And I'm going to show you guys the method that we do and show exactly what size we use for our snakes when they're newly hatched to when they're comfortable to when they're up to these and to that racks, etc., etc. But before we get started, I hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving with their family. Today is Wednesday for us. We feed every Wednesday, so we're going to be having Thanksgiving tomorrow. But I hope everyone had a great, awesome day. And thank you guys for the comments about the audio. I know that my fat neck kind of got stuck over here somewhere when it went down, so that's why the audio was cutting off and on. But hopefully this, fixes it. So, okay. So real quick, guys, come over here. When I say you guys, it's the Tortugation. Then I'll show you guys all the rodent sizes. So you guys know, for example, these snakes right here just hatched a week ago, but they just had their first shed a couple of days ago. So we still don't feed them once they shed. We wait about 2 weeks. And the reason for that is because we've noticed, after 2 weeks or after they first shed, and if we do feed them, they usually don't eat. They still have so much, nutrients from the yolk, from their belly, so they're not really that hungry. The second we think, usually it's like a 90% chance that they are going to feed. Now, if the snake is smaller than this, so this is your average size for a hatchling that comes out of the egg. So these right here usually eat hoppers, which we'll get to that here shortly. And sometimes when they're a little smaller than that, what we do is we get a fuzzy just so they don't get too scared. Because sometimes the hoppers do bounce around a lot. They're moving around and they, sometimes it scares them. So, if they don't do that, we get them a little fuzzy. Now, if they don't eat a fuzzy, what we do after that is we put them in ReptiChip. And usually when they're in ReptiChip, they feel more comfortable. They could burrow down there, as you could see right there. And then that usually feeds that usually fixes the whole feeding thing. Usually, we haven't been having to assist feed or not assist feed, but what's it called when you like force feed them for a long time. The last time Tina did, I think, was last year, and we did maybe 4 out of like 600 babies. So using this method really works. So let's get started with rodent sizes. So we're gonna be doing a lot of walking around. So come over here. Come over here. So over here, from this rack right here, I know these are in the same tubs, but I'm gonna explain something to you guys. So these right here were the ones that just hatched out. These probably had like about 2 or 3 meals already. They came from being in the tub just like this. So a snake of this size is probably already comfortable eating one of these with no problem. Now I'm not gonna be doing So one thing I'm not going to be doing is showing any live feeding. 1, I will get demolished. 2, I will get demolished. 3, it's not cool. But I mean, it is our business, the way we do it. I mean, if we had to, feed everything frozen thawed, dude, it would take us for, ever. So this one right here, these right here have actually ate more than, 3 times already. So from what happens from here, these right here are going to be moved to this side. And then from this side, they're going to start having mice. So remember, the freshly born ones, after 2 weeks, eat this size, which again, you could see. Okay? And then from there, they move on. They move on to this size. So everything from here that's in this size tub to right here are eating this size mice right here, which is, adult mice, large mice. And this what really gets them going. So we feed them these for about 5 to 10 meals, depending on how they're taking, how their feeding response is. After that, once we see some good growth, we move them to this size tubs right here. These are the most common size. So here's a good example. This is going to be my holdbacks last week eating mice. Last week, I attempted to feed him a weaned rat, and he did take. So all my holdback stuff, I do feed a little bigger, just because I want to get him a little bigger, especially him being the key male in that project. So it's going to be his last meal in this tub. Then he moves on to these. Once they're on this size tubs, then they get sorry, it's just because we're about to feed right now. Ugh. We get weaned rats. So weaned rats come from all different sizes, you know. You get some like this, you get some like this, you know. So these size rats, everything in this size tub are eating these little guys right here. But not only those, but every single one with an orange piece of tape. Now remember, I told you guys in orange tape that they're only gonna have that for 3 weeks because after they're comfortable eating these size rats, they'll take a small rat with no problem. Now let me show you the difference on a small rat. So a small rat could range anywhere from like this size to this size. And sometimes it come like a little smaller. We'll get some here and there. Like, here's a little one that's almost like the weaned rat. So most of our snakes are, oops, I just threw that in there, sorry. Most of our snakes are on small rats. So the ones that get the medium rats, like these right here, now these are some big rats right here. Look at these. Have you guys ever been bit by a rat? Dude, they hurt a lot more than a freaking snake bite. So all of these right here are going to be the girls that are showing more than 15 millimeter follicles, or that they're on this, what's it called, the 70 series rack. And the ones that just got done the one that just got done laying eggs, they usually get a medium-sized rat. But most of our snakes are eating small rats. The males are holdback males. We do have a lot of males that are on mice. We have noticed the snakes that are on mice, they actually tend to like never go off of food, and they're probably better breeders. A lot of our females besides the 70 series ones would be like the ones I said again, 15 millimeter and up, just because we want to get them some good sized meals, because we've noticed that if they eat good, when they eat good, their follicle size grows big time. And this is something that, rest in peace, Brian Barczyk has showed us, because I remember it was my second or third year, my third year going into this. I was like, man, how do you get these girls to develop follicles, besides putting the meal in there? He's like, dude, power feed them until they, can't, eat no more. Give them two rats, two medium rats. And dude, it was the biggest difference I have ever seen. So again, the only ones that eat that are the ones that are showing good follicle size, and the ones that I'm trying to get back on feed, or the ones that just started eating again, that I want to get their weight back, so I get them started for next season. Also, another trick that we do is, remember I showed you guys a good example with this one. Remember this snake right here, she, laid eggs at 1 year and 6 months. Again, it's not something that, we're telling you guys to do. It's just what I do a lot is when a lot of snakes don't eat, I put a male in there. Here's a good example. This female right here is like 1 year old, Orange Dream DG double hit hypo clown. She stopped eating, so I put a male in there, and guess what? She started eating again, and look how big she got. So now when people are saying like, dude, well, they're too young, this and this and that, they're going to have good, viable, clutches. Dude, that one laid 8 good eggs, and dude, it was solid, So these are all eating now. And my biggest worry was, man, dude, how am I going to get them up to size? So now these are eating, they'll take a good, medium rat. But the size growth from, from feeding them, the way we do, it is humongous, man. Like we get girls going, within their, 2 years, or around like 2 years, they'll start, pairing up with males and stuff like that. And it's a big jump, guys. Again, I'm not trying to tell you guys to, feed like I do. I'm just showing you guys the way we feed. A lot of people don't like the way I feed. I mean, if the snake's hungry, it eats. But that's the method that we use. We go hoppers. If the snakes are too small, we use fuzzies. After that, they go to mice, they go to weaned rats, they go to small rats. And from there, they go to medium rats if, they're showing good follicle size, or if we're trying to put the weight back on a female, or if they're just a ginormous female, that's on this rack. So yeah, that's the way we feed. I know, a lot of people feed a lot different, but as you guys can see, a lot of our snakes are growing up to size really quick. Here's some ones that I wanted to show you guys. You guys just saw this on my holdback rack. These snakes are all early 24 babies, and these snakes are honestly close to what? 700-800 grams. Watch out, turtle. It's gonna tag you. Yeah, these things are huge, man. Oh, not that one. Oops, right there. Our males eat really heavy as well too. Just to say, we're trying to get some size on them. But I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. Sorry that there was no live feeding, but you know, it didn't want to really show that, but definitely going to get down over here. But also too, one thing I just remembered that I want to leave out, a lot of our holdback stuff here, they'll take a small rat. A lot of, you know, once we feed, we go through everything, we let them sit for about 30, 40 minutes. We come check, see who didn't eat. If these girls, the ones that I want to get to, you know, big really quick, they'll get a second small rat. So most of these girls here are eating about 2 small rats, the leftover stuff that didn't feed. Again, just to get them up to size. But I hope you guys, you know, enjoyed this video. As always, we appreciate the support. Until next time, peace.